Good morning, HOD Professor A.K. Chaudhary, sir. My seminar guide Hitesh Vijay, sir. Seminar coordinator D.P. Sharma, sir. Faculty member, examiner, and my batchmates. I am Govind Kumar, pursuing my BTech from University Department of Mechanical Engineering, Rajasthan Technical University, Kota. Today, I am pleased to be here in front of you to deliver the presentation of my seminar topic, Advanced Military Radar System. This is an overview what will be presenting you in the topic. In this introduction, we will be discuss about the radar. Radar is basically a mean of gathering information about distant object by transmitting electromagnetic wave at them and analyzing the echoes. Radar has been employed on the ground, in air, on the sea, and in space. Radar finds a number of applications such as in aircraft control, military purpose, coastal investigation, meteorology, and mapping, etc. Now, come to the military radar system. Military radar should be an early warning alerting along the weapon control function. It is specially designed to be the highly mobile and should be such that it can be developed within the minute. Military radar minimizes the mutual interference of tasks of both air defense and friendly airspace users. This will be result in an increased effectiveness of the combined combat operation. The command and control capability of the radar in combination with an effective ground-based air defense provide maximum operational effectiveness with a safe, efficient, and flexible use of airspace. The increased operational effectiveness is obtained by combining the advance of the centralized air defense management with the decentralized air defense control. Let's see the history of the radar system. Serious development work on radar began in the 1930s, but the basic idea of radar had its origin. It is the classical experiment on electromagnetic radiation conducted by the German physicist Hertz during the late 80s. Hertz set out to verify experimentally the earlier theoretical work of physics James Clerk Maxwell. Maxwell had formulated the general equation of the electromagnetic field, determining the both light and radio waves are examples of electromagnetic waves governed by some fundamental law but having wildly different frequencies. Maxwell's work led to the conclusion that radio wave can be reflected from the metallic object and reflected by the dielectrical medium, just as a light wave can. Hertz demonstrated this property in 1880s, used radio waves at the wavelength of 60 cm, which corresponding to at the frequency about the 455 MHz. The potential utility of Hertz work as the basic of the detecting of the targets of the practical interest did not unnoticed at the time. 1904, a patent for the optical detector and ship investigation device based on the principal demonstration by the Hertz was issued in several countries to the Christians as German engineer. Let us discuss on the first military radar. During the 1930s, effort to use radio echoes for aircraft detection were intended independently and almost simultaneously in 8 countries that were concerned with the prevailing military situation and that already had practical experience with the radio technology. The United States, Great Britain, Germany, France, the Soviet Union, Italy, the Netherlands, and Japan all began experimentally with the radar with about 2 years of one another and embedded with varying degree of motivation and the success. On its development for military purpose, several of these countries had some from operational radar equipment in the military service at the start of the World War II. The first observation of the radar effect at the US Naval Research Laboratory (NRL) in Washington DC was made in 1922. NRL researchers positioned a radio transmitter on one shore of the Potomac River and the receiver on the other. A ship sailing on the river unexpectedly caused fluctuation in the intensity of the receiver signal when it passed between the transmitter and receiver. Today, such a configuration would be called district radar. In speed of the promoting results for this experiment, US Navy officials were unwilling to sponsor further work. Now, we discuss on the advanced features and benefits of the radar. Radar has all-weather day and night capability, multi-target handling and the engagement capability, short and fast reaction time between the target detecting and ready to fire moment. Easy to operate, hence low management required and stress reduction under many conditions. Highly mobile system to use in all kinds of terrain. Flexible weapon integration and the unlimited numbers of signal air defense weapon can be provided with target data. High resolution with give excellent target discrimination and accurate tracking. Now we discuss on the military radar SCR-268-270. The SCR-268 for signal probe radio 1-268 was the United States Army first radar system introduced in the 1940s. It was developed to provide accurate aiming information of anti-aircraft alternately and was also used to gun laying system and directing searchlights against aircraft. The radar was widely utilized by both Army and Marine Corps defense and the early warning unit during the World War II. By the end of World War II, the system was already considered out of that, having been replaced by the much similar and more accurate SCR-584 microwave based on system. Now, the SCR-270 set complete radio model 270 was one of the first operational early warning radar. It was US Army primary long distance radar throughout the World War II and was deployed around the world. It is also known as the Pearl Harbor radar since it was the SCR-270 said that detecting the incoming radar raid about 45 minutes before the December 7, 1941 attack on the Pearl Harbor command center. Now we discuss on the global market, military radar market. The global military market is projected to grow the 14.41 billion in 2020 to 2406 billion in 2028 at the CAGR of 2.627 in forecast period of 2022-28. But global impact of COVID-19 has been unprecedented, striking with the military radar witnessing a negative demand shock across the all worldwide. Now, current position on the military radar, North America dominating the military radar system is 2020 and is valued at the USD 5.42 billion. The growth is due to the highest defense from the US and the procurement for the advanced military. Asia Pacific region will witness remarkable growth during the forecast period. The defense spending in Asia Pacific is on the rise due to the growth across the border issues and geopolitical tension in countries such as India, China, India, Pakistan. Now we look at some advantages of the radar. Radar can be penetrated medium such as a cloud, fog, mist and snow. It can be give the exact position of the object. It can be determine the velocity of the target. Radar can measure the distance of an object, can tell the difference between the stationary and moving targets. Radar signals do not require a medium for the transportation. Its signal can be target several objects simultaneously. It allows for 3D imagining based on the various signal of returns. After the advantage of the radar, we discuss on the disadvantage of the radar. It takes more time to log an object. It has a wider beam range over 50 feet in diameter. It cannot track if an object is declaring at a more than 1 MPS speed. Large objects that are close to the transmitter can saturate for the receiver. Reading may be falsified if the object is handheld. It can be interfered with by the several objects and medium in the air. It can designate or resolve multi-targets. It can resolve targets that are deep in the sea. After all the discussion we did the previous slide, we can get the conclusion. Modern military radar often have an imaging capability, can yield digitalized signal quickly and easily for use. Graphical overlap can be networked together so that total system is greater than the sum of the parts and can serve several different functions such as the wide areas research, target tracking and fire control and weather monitoring, where previous generations of radar technology require separate system to do the same job. Most important, however, the relative ease and speed with which modern radar signal can be converted to digital information. These are the references of the military radar system. And have any questions?
Yes. Can you tell me world's most advanced radar?
Okay, sir. Spy 7, the most advanced radar. This is therefore a critical tool for the war fighters around the world.
I have another question. Which country has the most advanced radar?
Yes, sir. China has a most advanced radar system. Thank you, sir.